So here's the notes that I gave you all in class, and we're going to actually finish up this problem. If you recall, the stuff in blue is given and the stuff in red is actually what we're trying to solve for. So keeping this in mind, I'm going to actually kind of continue on. So you may want to kind of review this problem as we did it in class, because I'm just going to simply finish it up now. So to this end, I'm going to do a little bit of a substitution here in each of these formulas. So I'm going to rewrite. I'm going to call this formula 1. I'm going to different color. Let me call this formula 1 and this formula 2, and I'm going to rewrite each of them here. So I'm going to write this as d minus s equals v1 times square root of 2h over g. And then the second one I can write simply as d equals v2 times square root of 2h over g. Now I'm going to do one more substitution based on these formulas on the left. So I'll call these 3 and 4, and I'm going to rewrite them as well. So formula 3, I'm going to rewrite it as v1 equals k x1 squared over m. And I'm going to get a very similar formula for number 4. And that's going to be v2 equals k over m times x2 squared, which is going to be useful in a second, where now I can do a bit of a substitution. And I'm sorry, this needs to be all under square root, so I apologize for that. So let's throw that in our formula now. So let's combine 1 and 3 and 2 and 4 and see what we get. So I will end up getting d minus s. I'm sorry, this x2 needs to be in red. So d minus s is going to equal radical k over m times x1 times square root of 2h over g. And d is simply going to equal radical k over m x2, our unknown, times square root of 2h over g. So I'm going to call these equations 5 and 6. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to divide equation 5 by equation 6, and that's going to give me on the left side d minus s over d equal to, and there's going to be a lot of stuff that cancels in a second, you'll see, k over m square root of 2h over g. Bear with me as I write all this out. This will be an x1 here and an x2 down here. And then we get all this nice cancellation. And so what we're going to end up getting is that x2 equals d over d minus s times x1. And that is the answer that we were seeking for problem number 5.